So was Jeshua a perfect person? Hey guys, it's John here in the studio on a gray afternoon in February, sipping my broth, enjoying my time making videos. I have a comment here that I'd like to respond to. Question is, in your opinion, was Jesus a perfect person? Did he have any flaws from what you remember? It's a great question. To be in the physical means you have flaws. The flaws are the part of the reason why you're here, because you have those moments of anger or moments of frustration or moments of sadness. To experience those moments of fear, which they're all based in, is why we come to the physical in the first place. Jeshua used to get very frustrated when people wouldn't hear what he was saying. And you see it in the Bible. You know, you have ears to hear, eyes to see, but you don't hear me. You don't see me. He would get frustrated. He overturned the carts in the temple, right? The money changers' tables, as it said. These are moments of anger, moments of frustration. I also saw the moments where he would laugh hysterically. He also had moments where he would tease you, which, some people think, well, that's not loving to tease someone. But in that relationship, it was totally loving. It gave you a chance to laugh at yourself. Jeshua was a man, and this is where people start to struggle, is the concept of, was he perfect? Perfection is a subjective point of view. What's perfect for you might not be perfect for me. And so the concept of perfection itself is kind of a misnomer, because there is no one perfection. For me, being flawed is perfect, because without those flaws, I could not experience the love of God more fully. In Islam, they talk about Muhammad living the perfect life. And so there comes this moment of people thinking that their specific chosen deity is perfect. But even in Islam, it says, it's against Islamic law to deify Muhammad, as the Christians have deified who they call Isa, the son of Mary. And so it's about this idea of deification and making them perfect, making them this greater than thou sort of experience. And that's not at all what Jeshua taught. Jeshua said, I'm a man. So I am the son of man. It's the same thing as you or I. Our fathers, and he used the terminology man because it was a patriarchal time. He was actually speaking in the terminology of the time. I'm the son of man. He never set himself up as something above or greater. He always set himself up as equal to or less than. He washed his disciples' feet to show that he was no better than they, right? He was proving himself to be a man. Well, men have flaws. Women have flaws. People have flaws. Humans have flaws. And he had just as many flaws as you or I. But it's the wisdom that came from him. It's the truth that came from him. It's the loving expression that came from him, where he understood his divinity. But the most, profound teachers in the world, Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Deepak Chopra, Jeshua, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, they all lived in the world. They all had their moments where they were succumbing to fears of some kind. They were all human. It was a matter of them, breaking free of those fears and those anxieties and coming back to their personal divinity that made them have this wisdom come from them, because now they weren't being blinded from wisdom by fear. And it comes back to the concept of what is perfection. It's all perfection. To come here and experience our separation from pure love, or the illusion of our separation from pure love, we come to a space where we come to realize that separation itself is perfect. It's perfection. You look at trees outside. Is it perfect that the leaves shrivel up and die? Is that perfect? Well, when you start to look at the fact that shrivel up and dying leaf falls to the ground right on top of the root system that at that current moment in time is pushing new root growth. And what does that root really want? Nitrogen. What do those leaves break down to? Nitrogen. you end up with this perfect cycle, right? Your fears, your anxieties, your frustrations, your flaws, those are your leaves shriveling up and falling so that you can come to have stronger roots and stronger experiences and a greater awareness of your oneness with God. But it always comes back to this idea of no one's greater than you or I. No one's greater. Even Jeshua and Buddha and Krishna and Muhammad, they're not greater. They're just a little further down the road and they have a little more information. It doesn't make them a hierarchy or something that's unattainable or something you have to pray to or be subjugated to. It literally is this concept of was he a perfect person? There's one point in the Bible, he talks about cursing the fig tree for not having fruit, right? Now, many people think of cursing as a spell or a hex. I think of it just like it is. Cursing the fig tree. He was cussing at the fig tree. How dare you, damn you for not having fruit. Had nothing to do with a spell or casting or any of that stuff. It had everything to do with being mad that there wasn't any fruit on the tree because they wanted to eat figs. So I guess my point of this whole video is to say that we're all equal, including Jeshua and Buddha and Krishna and Muhammad and Baha'u'llah and all the rest, right? They're all equal. Some people have found an awareness of their divinity that they were sharing with us. It doesn't make them better than us. It just makes them a little further down the road. That's all. That's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.